we have a slogan among black farmers in this country that a landless people is a helpless people.
Suspect is armed and dangerous. I repeat, the suspect is armed and dangerous.
Roger that.
We need backup. 77 Oak Drive. Send backup immediately.
Captain Alpha 1 on the bus.
The suspect is down.
The DA feeling his hands are tied and not being able to charge the officers involved in a pair of deadly police shootings.
The district attorney
announced today that his office would not be prosecuting the police officers,
saying the shooting was justified.
We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary. And you're going to have to keep on saying that.
When we came out of slavery in America, that was 1865. 45 years later, in 1910, we had amassed 16 million acres of land in this country. In the day we own less than 3 million acres, and 1.5 million is going to be lost in pigfoot because of this lawsuit went so badly wrong for black farmers.
Mosaics that I make stems from our roots and it's sparking the liberation of the dark-colored artist, Hebrew architect, the first man, Ferguson, St. Louis arcs all connect the puzzle pieces. When the coast crack, the struggle ceases.
When I think about land justice, I'm still waiting to see it.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps.
Far from home in foreign lands, not welcome. That's the debt that we owe to Yahuwah for our rebellion. A stiff-necked people who just can't seem to listen. From kings and priests to slaves locked in them prisons.
In this 9 minutes and 29 seconds, you will see that as Mr. Floyd is handcuffed there on the ground, he is verbalizing 27 times, you will hear. In the 4 minutes and 45 seconds, I can't breathe, please, I can't breathe. You will hear Mr. Floyd as he's crying out. You hear him at some point cry out for his mother when he's being squeezed there. He's very close to his mother, you will learn. You will hear him say, "Tell my kids I love them."
How many black people die each year who wouldn't die if there were no racial disparities in health?
Your typical American child has never seen someone be shot or stabbed.
They say 47-year-old Dupree Dunbar and 25-year-old Dupree Moore were both shot on the 14th floor of a building at the Langston Hughes houses in Brownsville.
Your stress level could be over 1,000 because every time your son walk out of your home, you're worried.
Brownsville have about 6 projects. How many you got? What we got? Van Dyke, Cephalo, Tilden, Glenmore, Langston Hughes, Howard, and Marcus Garvey. So 7.
Everybody in Brownsville wants to do something positive, but it's just the neighborhood that's keeping them in.
The helplessness and the hopelessness and the resignation from not valuing ourselves, that turns into self-destructive health behaviors. Eating too much, eating the wrong food, smoking too much, drinking too much, unsafe sex, all of that.
The liquor store should not be open 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And they are, because they get business 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, because I'm not the only person that wakes up depressed.
It's stressful being black.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe, sir, please.
The hate
Somebody help me.
goes from the shores of Africa
help me, please.
and beyond. I know some rowdy Negroes that'll set these sons of bitches straight. It won't be necessary.
They're good blacks, though.
You take the original man, you call him a monkey, a spook. My life is just as valuable as hers.
Good old American values.
And I don't understand why you chose me for all this. The sound of our footsteps make them clutch for their lives.
Me, myself, you know, I was born in a so-called bourgeois community and had some of the better things you could see in life. And I found that there were more people starving than there was people eating. And I found that more people didn't have clothes than they did have clothes. And I found that I just happened to be one of the few. And I made a commitment to myself that I wouldn't stop doing what I'm doing until all those people are free.
Stains on my clothes, 4 gold chains on, I don't work for you. I got pollution in my food, revolution in my blues, executions on the news, I got work to do. I got a bag full of soul and I own that. A swag in my stroll, I can't hold back. This ain't Moses in the desert, just a chosen under pressure. This lends to my oppression, I don't work for you. Paint chiseled in my teeth, I put a lead on each. Forefronts when I stun, I call it freedom of speech. I'm bigger than black, I'm opaque. Mosaics that I make stems from our roots and it's sparking the liberation of the dark-colored artist. Hebrew architect, the first myth. Ferguson, St. Louis arcs all connect the puzzle pieces. When the coast crack, the struggle ceases. This a country soul, city folks ain't gotta sleep in. This is anti-colonialism passion. I'm over the system trapping. The homie is never passive. It's lonely in rebel fashion. Slow me, I'm soaring past it. Won't hold me. I own the masters decoding. Broken chapters, fire in my soul, and I'm flowing that hydrofluoric acid. They show their panic towards a nigga like me. I came explicitly to challenge history like Ben Franklin delivering electricity with kites and a key. I got pain in my bones, blood stains on my clothes, 4 gold chains on, but I don't work for you. I got pollution in my food, revolution in my blues, executions on the news, I got work to do. I got a bag full of soul and I own that. A swag in my stroll I can't hold back. This ain't Moses in the desert, this the chosen under pressure. This letters to my oppressor, I don't work for you. Pain chiseled in my teeth, I put a lead on each. 4 fronts when I stun, I call it freedom of speech. They ain't guns, send a mass, I'm criminal to polices. My flesh burnt brass, John described Jesus, don't miss this. I'm more Crispus than white Christmas. The birth of a nation that laid with a slave mistress. I don't honor founding fathers' logic, it ain't understandable. That system on the cops who slaughter our fathers like animals. We the righteous? Black berets and leather jackets to fight the white knights, Southern Baptist slave masters. Fuck the magazine articles, appropriating particles. Melanated queens to make your own dreams possible. You tan to look like her, don't elevate her image. I see heaven in that melanin. All you see is niggas. Thank God I brought my pain to the booth, not to a coupe. Cause I couldn't simmer my wrath for you guilty culprits. I got pain in my bones, blood stains on my clothes, 4 gold chains on, but I don't work for you. I got pollution in my food, revolution in my blues, executions on the news, I got work to do. I got a bag full of soul and I own that. A swag in my stroll I can't hold back. This ain't Moses in the desert, just the chosen under pressure. This letters to my oppressor, I don't work for you.